Awesome. Thank you. I am with Iowa Public Procurement Association, IPPA. Um, we are getting ready to do our fall conference. We have an agency who has started the process of going from non-members to members, so their agency is pending. But they've decided that they don't want to complete the registration process yet for whatever reason. But they just want to register like 9 people out of this 40 some that they have for the conference. So I'm trying to register them because the period already closed. So I'm trying to register them. The agency primary is listed as a member, but none of the secondaries are. So I can't do a member and non-members registration for the event. But then I was like, well, then maybe I'll just register everyone as a non-member, but it won't, her name doesn't populate as a non-member either. Like how am I supposed to get all this? It's not working out for me very well.
Okay, so the cost is the same for everybody? Uh,
Yes, it is now. Yes.
okay, and you have this set up to allow for guest registrations up to how
Yes.
many?
They can bring up to 40 some people. So we're just need the 9 or so that are gonna attend.
Okay. Um, so bear with me just because
Yeah,
I'm learning here with you guys.
yeah.
Let's see. So, and you're saying the agency, what is the name of the agency?
So the agency is Department of Human Health and Services, DHHS.
Yvonne, are you sharing the Iowa Public Purchasing Association website, or because we're seeing, uh, I'm just curious.
Oh, okay.
There
My
we go.
I'm
Perfect.
new to
Thank you.
Teams, so
Yeah.
bear with me, everybody. I'm new to Teams.
No worries. And you can
Depart-
look up my last name too if you want. It's Muir, Muir is the last name of this.
okay, let's see. Let's just do that. Well, so they're pending, is what you're saying,
Yeah, but
and
they're
they
not
don't.
showing. The only the primary shows up on the membership members list, but the secondaries don't. So I can't do like a member with non-members to register for the event.
Okay, dropped, pending, dropped. Okay, so and you're saying they don't want to. Why are they pending? I apologize.
That's okay. So we initially started the process like a month ago, but starting October 1st, they get the 3-month grace period, and then so they would get the rest of this of 2024 plus the whole 2025 for membership. But we've kind of put that on hold because they're registering like 40 some people. It was a pretty decent chunk of money. And they just said, well, let's wait on that for just a minute. But they wanted to make sure that they get the people registered for the event because that's on Thursday.
And who would be one of the secondaries that they're planning on registering?
So and one of the names would be Carrie Lindgren.
Lindgren. Okay. And this Michelle is also attending?
Yes.
I feel like with them in the pending, it might be easier to register the guests as not, register them all as non-members, especially since the cost is the same for the member and the non-member. The problem with that is then you're going to create a non-member profile for all of the other additional, you said it was an additional like 9 people?
Yeah, but see, when I went to register them as non-members, it wants to still know who's the primary non-member, but Michelle Muir is not in that list, so I don't know who to. Do I just randomly pick some one of the other people?
No, I would create a profile. I would have her create a non-member profile, MUIR, Michelle,
Okay,
and
okay,
register her additional guests since the price is the same. And then what you can do afterward is you can merge when they become an active member, you can merge that non-member profile with the member profile
okay,
so that the transaction will link up to the member profile once they've paid.
okay.
But I wanna play around with that and think about that a little bit before you do that.
Yeah,
And this is Amanda.
yes.
Amanda.
Yvonne, I
Let
can
me
send you Amanda's contact information if you want to get in touch with her after. So
yeah, let me play around with that and send you an email, Amanda. I want to make
Okay,
sure that I'm giving you the right
yeah,
path forward on that.
yeah, that's the problem.
Okay.
I do have an additional question as well, though.
Okay.
So in a different agency, um, they went ahead and registered people. Um, it was shortly thereafter someone on the board just decided or determined that one of those people was supposed to have had a comped registration fee. Um, so she went and did that, but it still shows up as that person attending twice. Yet we have it checked that we are to avoid duplicate errors or duplicate registrations. So, um, so yeah, this is Tammy Scanlon that it shows her attending twice. How are admins able to like override?
Yeah, as an
Is that
admin, you can do a lot of different, yeah,
okay?
you can do a lot of things that the member can't.
Okay.
The This is the comped one.
Yes.
All right, let me work on that too.
Okay.
I'm thinking the best way to do that would be she's the primary registrant on this. It might be that we need to delete all of the registrations and start from scratch.
Okay.
Again, trying to figure out the best way forward because it's kind of a unique
Yeah.
situation.
Well, and I
And
think that
then,
makes sense because then we can leave the credit on that account so that it's there the next time we have an event.
so she's not looking for the money back for the one that she did pay.
No,
So she would just be fine with that $35 credit
I
remaining
think
in.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would think that the cleanest way to do it would be to cancel everything, issue the credits, re-register them, and then allow her to have that. Or if she's okay with the $35 credit, it makes more sense just to delete the one that had the credit,
Yeah.
and the credit would go back into her account.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you
I
want
just
to
want to make sure, I guess, that even though it says avoid duplicates, we clearly that's on our end and admins can do a little bit more stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I always recommend, and I'm sure Michael has told you this, I always recommend also having like a test member
Yeah.
to look at the website and the event and everything as a regular member versus an admin.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
do we have any more questions? Anyone have a question? If you want to raise your hand just to let us know that you have a question. I don't see any hands raised. People here, but nobody, I think people have come to listen in. Nobody has any questions.
Well, I didn't give very good advice yet.
Anyone with a question? Oh, nothing in chat. Anyone want to put something in chat? No.
Hi,
Don't.
Ronnie. It's Susan from PPAC.
Hi, do you have a
Hi.
question?
Yes, I have a question. We had a meeting last week, and I was wondering how soon does it take for the NIGP to receive the CEU credits? Will appear on NIGP transcript?
Oh gosh, that's So wait, just so I'm clear, that wouldn't be a question for you guys, Yvonne. That's a NIGP question. So you had a meeting last week. Say it again, Susan, just so I understand.
So we had a meeting last week, and when I did the generation of the report of attendance, I noticed that it automatically tabulated our CEU units, but
Yeah.
I didn't know how do we communicate it to NIGP for it to appear on our members' transcript.
Those are really separate. So you can mark that on your website using the contact tracking form, but that lives on your site and it has no connection with the NIGP member transcript. The member is responsible for keeping track of their points or reporting them, but there is no connection there. So have
Thank
you
you for that.
awarded your points to your members on your ClubExpress website?
No, actually, ClubExpress automatically did it. So I generated a
Okay.
report from ClubExpress, but I didn't know how it transforms to the NIGP group. But I'll figure it out. I'll reach out to Jen.
Yeah. Just to, if you printed out a report, you saw that you did see that your members were assigned the proper points, though. However, just to confirm
That's
that.
correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, probably Jennifer is the better person to ask about that than I am. So sorry. Anyone else have a hand up? Amanda, do you have another question?
I do have another question.
Oh, perfect.
So this question actually just came in this morning. So we're getting ready again. Our event is on Thursday. Someone from the membership committee wanted to know if there'd be a way for us to create like a QR code to help people, direct people to renew their memberships. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if that would work. Um, as much as I know about ClubExpress, I don't know if there is an easy way to do that, knowing that there's agency primaries and secondaries and all that information. Is there a way? Is that feasible, you think?
Well, it could take a QR code could be generated to take you to the the login, but
Yeah,
each individual person has a unique link
right,
for renewal.
right.
So there couldn't be one that would take them directly to their renewal
Yeah.
process.
That's what I thought, but I thought I should confirm. Thank you.
Mhm.
Are there any other questions? We are getting into renewal period, I know for quite a few of you. Is there any questions about your renewals? Have you checked your renewal emails under system emails to make sure they are saying exactly what you want them to say? Just to confirm. Thank you. Yep. Showing them. There you go. There are your three. They might be the same as what you sent out last year for those of you who were on the system last year. But if it's something you want to check just to make sure. Also, as you can see, the president, they have the address, the president there. So if that's, make sure that that's coming from the person you want it to come from, that kind of thing, just to check it, because those are automatically sent out through the system. So just bringing that up to everyone, should someone have a question about that. So
Yeah, and if you don't have track opens on, I recommend definitely for all sites to track your opens, because that way, if somebody says, oh, I never got the email, you can look and see in the report whether or not the email was actually sent and whether or not it was opened.
Hi, Ronnie. This is Susan again from
yeah,
PPAC. My name appears in there twice, so I'm active as a member. I renewed my registration, but then I'm getting a notification that I didn't renew yet. So my name appears in there as an active member and a non-active member.
And expired. Yeah, so it's reminding
And
you to renew because you're expired?
But I renewed in July. So we're fiscal year, unlike most chapters, we do July to June. But I was an administrator at the time when we went live, so I don't know if my name is in there twice because of the administrator role or not.
Yeah, it looks like you're one of your first ones ended up getting expired here, and we can merge them. And the way you can, and then you won't get that anymore. If we convert you to a non-member, and then we can merge your non-member account with your active member account. And from what I understand, if there were points, right? If there were points, it's not going to merge, but your transaction history will.
Can you do that a little slower so that
Oh,
people,
I-
sorry.
Yeah, because let me see, what did she just do?
Yeah,
Let me see if I can find somebody else that's expired that I'm not going to do it with.
Right.
Let's see. So when you take,
You-
let's look at this one here, Town of East Haven. Let's pretend there are two Town of East Havens. One is expired and one is active. You can take your expired Town of East Haven, click on it, and convert them to a non-member. By converting them to a non-member, they would be an active non-member, and then you would go into the active non-member. You would go into the active non-member profile, and this last icon here where it says more options, it gives you the option to merge them. So you would click on merge, and then you would find the other member that was the duplicate, which again, that's not going to work because I already did it. But then you would type in Town of, I think it was Town of East. No, because they're expired. But you would just type in, let's say if it was your last name, Shepherd. You would type in Shepherd, you would click on it, you'd hit select, and then you would say merge. And I'm not going to do it because don't want to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's what happens when you have duplicate names. You could just merge the account if they do have a non-member, but they're actually active.
Yes, they have to be an
Okay.
active non-member to be able to merge it to an active member profile.
Right. But that's not stopping the emails from coming to tell me to renew my registration.
Well,
Because I keep getting that, yeah, I keep getting that 90-day window that my membership needs to be renewed, but I'm already renewed.
right. So I don't know. So you probably got the email that said that you expired.
Yeah, like
After 90 days.
I got it the day that we had the meeting in September, and I renewed my registration in July.
And that was because you had that active expired, or not active, but expired profile. Now you won't get that anymore because now there's only one profile for you.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
anyone else have a question? Any other questions? So often we, if no one has any questions, we, based on some of the questions that have come in over a certain period of time, we might walk through an issue that has risen to the top in terms of things that people are struggling for. But Yvonne and Kaylee have just kind of joined us, so we're kind of building that list. So I would guess then that we will end today since there is no questions, but we will be doing this again on the fourth Tuesday of October. So I hope that you all can join us. I will send out a meeting invite for that as well. And we appreciate you guys joining for sure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, and just as a reminder, questions can be sent to nigp@acclaimpros.net.
All right. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Kaylee.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.